Alright, so you are looking for a good cellular backup service that you can use to supplement your main ISP for whenever it fails. Maybe it's cable, maybe it's fiber, maybe it's satellite, or maybe it's even another cellular service out there. But you want a backup SIM for when it does drop out for whatever reason. So there are several options out there. Some of them are better than others, and some are cheaper than others. So I want to hit on which ones I think are the best and kind of lots of details of things to kind of consider out there. So, in general, all of the big ISPs, or the big cellular ISPs at least, have some type of low data plan that you can use as bring your own device, or a tablet plan that you can use, and they kind of work, but some of them are better tailored. And really the main thing I want to talk about is T-Mobile has one that doesn't have really any strings attached, meaning it can be your only T-Mobile line. Some of the other ones like AT&T, I think they require you to have some other postpaid line, or you have to have a phone account with them or whatnot. So that puts some limitations on it. You also get less data with like the AT&T one. I think it's 15 gigs a month, and then the T-Mobile one is 30 gigs a month for only $10. So 30 gigs covers most people as a backup, unless you have a service that tends to go down for multiple days. Even if you're using a terabyte a month, that really means that that 30 gig should buy you plenty of time for your main ISP to go down. So there is a cheaper option though, and I'll kind of throw that out there. There are some other plans that are offered. One example is Tello, which I actually do have a Tello SIM that I can use for cellular security cameras. They go there, they don't use a lot of data every month. That one can go as low as $5 a month, but the caveat with that one is that you only get, I think for that it's 1 gig a month for that $5. But that 1 gig is not a use it or lose it like all the other plans out there for like T-Mobile or whatnot. Instead, if you don't use that 1 gig of data that month, as long as you keep renewing your plan every month for the $5, that data starts to stack up. So, what I've seen is I don't use all that 1 gig, so I end up with 4 or 5 or 6 gigs after several months. So, depending on how often your failure rate is, that might actually be the best way to go with something like Tello. I'll put a link down below. I think it'll give you $10 credit, so up to 2 months of free service there that you can use if you wanted to try that out. Otherwise, the T-Mobile plan, you can just go and sign up. And in fact, I signed up for T-Mobile 5G business, so very similar to their T-Mobile home internet, but it's for the business. And when I did that, the person asked me, this was like a year and a half ago, that how much data do I want? Do I want their, I think they offer like a 10 gig plan, or a 30 gig plan, or a 50 gig plan, or do I want the unlimited plan? And the unlimited was $50 a month, and I think that 30 gig plan was this $10 a month. So it's been around for a while, but it looks like they've either refreshed it or they've made it a little bit more widespread. So it should be well known that's out there. I will say that the tmo.report website reminded me about it, so I'll throw a link into to their webpage where they talk about that, and also show some of the documents that they actually received from an inside source there at T-Mobile that gives you a little bit more details about the plans. But the main thing about it is anyone can get it, and then it is a bring your own device, so that you don't get a free phone or tablet or router or anything. You have to have your own setup to put that SIM into. And so the main takeaway with this plan is really that it doesn't have a lot of restrictions other than that 30 gigs of data. You get 4K streaming. It's not throttled for streaming or whatnot. You are deprioritized on the network like all of their T-Mobile home and 5G business plans out there. And then after the 30 gigs of use, it still gets 0.6 megabits per second. So that's slow, but it does mean it's usable, at least for sending emails or web surfing. You technically can still do that even once you surpass the 30 gigs of data. So it really is a viable option. Right? If you have any other ideas or things that you've tried to have a really good cheap cellular backup, please put them down in the comments below. Do hit the thumbs up button if you like the video. Consider subscribing to my channel if you like it, and as always, stay tuned for more as they come out.